What is up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 1 of our Building Gympin YouTube series. I've been so inspired by businesses on YouTube recently, like Daniel Asheville, like High Peak Autos, like James Smith PT building his latest business on YouTube, that I thought Gympin needs to get involved in that. If you're new to the page or new to the brand, make sure you check out our Instagram. Our Instagram is gym_pin. Our TikTok is just Gympin. But I'm going to detail how we're building Gympin into a global brand. For those new to the brand, I'm going to use this video just to do a bit of an introduction, a bit about what we've been working on. The date today is Saturday the 30th of November. It's the last day of our Black Friday 2024 sale. It's been our busiest week ever. Actually, last week was our busiest week ever, and we beat that this week. So this week has been our busiest week ever. It's been absolutely crazy busy. So we can't thank you enough for all the support that you've given our brand. Every person that puts their hand in their pocket, we really appreciate you purchasing our products. So yeah, I'm going to be leaning into YouTube more. I'm going to do longer form YouTube vlogs. We're going to talk about what we've been up to, what we've got planned, the problems, the trials, the tribulations, the wins, the wobbles, everything that goes along with building a small business into a global business. But for the purpose of this video and just for the purpose of this section, I'm going to talk about how we got started and how it's grown from the beginning, really. So a bit about me. I've been training for nearly 20 years now. That's been my sport. I've always enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed getting stronger. I've always taken great pride in my strength training. And I was in a gym in February 2020, and I was maxing an adductor machine, which is the inner thigh machine, or the good girl machine as everyone likes to call it. And I remember doing the stack for like 40 reps. And I remember in my logbook I was working up 25, 27, 29, 35, 40, 42 reps. I was doing 42 reps with the stack. And I thought, there has to be a way to add more weight to the stack. So I said to my business partner, Chris, who is an engineer by trade, I said, Chris, can you make us something that looks like this and can do this? And he said, yep, no problem, leave it with me. And we sketched out the first Gympin, and I put it in my gym bag, brought it to the gym, and I tried it, and it wasn't very good. There's no two ways about it. It was terrible. So I said, Chris, that's no good. We need to try again. So we went back to the drawing board. We made some changes. We got another iteration, and we tried it again, and it was still no good. And this went on for probably 6 to 8 iterations until we had something that could take the abuse that I was giving it. The problem that we were finding was that they were bending quite quickly because they were welded. And the weld is actually the weak point. And I didn't know this because I'm not an engineer. Chris did know this. But when we tried them, they bent. So we made 6 to 8 iterations, and it was quite fun at the time. And then my friends in the gym started asking me, where can I get one of those? So we made some more for my friends in the gym. And then we thought, why don't we put it on eBay and let's see what happens? And let's make an Instagram page and let's see what happens. And all of this has just been, let's try and find out. You know, the difference between our business and other businesses on YouTube, in my opinion, is that a lot of these other businesses that are documenting their day-to-day business activities is that these businesses are in mature industries, whereas Gympin, we've invented it and we don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to do our best. We're going to find out, and that's what it's always been about. Let's just try and find out, shall we? Let's see where we get to. So we put it on eBay. This was in March 2020, and I think we sold half a dozen. And we set up an Instagram, and the Instagram, Gympin wasn't a thing then. The Instagram was weight_stack_extender_pin. So, yeah, probably not the easiest name. It didn't exactly roll off the tongue. So we set up the Instagram, and I think in February 2020 we sold about 6, and we thought, meh. And then in March 2020, I think we sold about 11, and we thought, oh right, okay, that's good. That's nearly doubled our revenue. And then lockdown happened, COVID hit at the end of March 2020, and we thought, well, that was the end of it. And we thought, well, we've had a good run, it's been fun, but that's the end of it. But whilst everybody was at home on furlough, whilst everybody was on their computer screens more, scrolling away the days, the business started to pick up, and we started to post more and more on social media. And I said to Chris, I think we need to change the name. I don't think the name's very good. And he said, what do you think we should call it? So I said, well, I've been thinking it's a pin, and it's a pin that you use in the gym. So I think we call it Gympin. And he went, yep, sounds good. And that's how the name stuck. And then we came up and then we thought we need a logo. And the G looks like a bicep. So let's incorporate that. And we need a colour. And we think red will go very well against the metal. So that's how we settled with the logo. With the G, which incorporates the bicep with a red background, with a white design. That's how it started. It wasn't some big elaborate naming process or focus group or some bullshit like that. It was just literally, yeah, let's do that. That looks good. Let's do that. And it was decision made then and there. So that was how we got started. As I said today, Saturday the 20th of November, Saturday the 30th of November, we've had our busiest week ever. So we're now nearly 5 years in. It's been a roller coaster. We've had ups, we've had downs. We've had stuff that hasn't worked, we've had stuff that has worked, and I'm going to document it all on YouTube for you guys because I really think that people will enjoy watching the inner workings of Jimpin. And I get comments saying they want to see more behind the scenes, they want to see more longer form content, so that's what I'm going to do. And this is the first episode of, probably, I'm going to call it Building Jimpin, I think. Building Jimpin episode 1. So stick around, guys, follow us on social media, and I'll look forward to doing more videos for you. I think one thing that's always set Jimpin apart from the crowd is that we always train first and foremost, and I think our audience really resonates with that. We're in the gym, lifting hard and heavy, just like all of the people that follow us, and we take great pride in progressive overload. And in doing so, we find problems, and we come up with solutions to these problems that are very common day to day with people around the world who are training heavy as well. Just like where I was maxing out an adductor and I thought there has to be people around the world who have the same problem, we have problems day to day, and we think of solutions and bring out products to solve these problems. So I always like to get my training in first and foremost, and then I usually film some content for social media after I've trained. So that was the prime extreme row. Here's a set of deadlifts. I have herniated 2 discs in my back, so 4 plates is pretty good for me at the minute. I'd like to get back up to 5 plates by the end of the year, but I need to put on some body weight first. So once I'd trained today, I was filming some content for our new wrist grips. Today's the last day of Black Friday, so if you still want to pick up any products, make sure you use code BLACKFRIDAY20 at checkout for 20% off. There may be a slim chance that we allow that code to stay live until the first week of December, so if you are interested, check it out online and use the code. One thing that we're always really careful to do is that when our audience talks, we listen. So we brought out the leather wrist straps, and then our audience told us that they wanted the grip style. So that's exactly what we've brought out today. If you've been on our Instagram, you'll see that we released a reel today. They've come out really good. So one thing I'm always keen to do is keep you guys in the loop with what we've got planned for the rest of the year. So genuinely, I'm so excited with some of the products that we've got coming out over the next month or two. And a lot of them have come from our audience's suggestions. So you guys have DM'd us and said we need this product, and we've helped prototype it, and we've busied ourselves getting the thing ready for market. So just want to give you a bit of a tease as to what we've got planned. We've got a product coming out that's going to allow you to turn 50 kilo dumbbells into 60 kilo dumbbells by adding weights to the ends. We've got a product that's going to allow you to hopefully load hyperextensions heavy. One thing we're working on as well actually are these heavyweight training and chilling t-shirts. With it getting a bit colder in the UK in the evenings, I wanted to bring out a really good quality t-shirt. There's a lot of thin GSM t-shirts on the market, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to just be one of these companies that does something very similar to everybody else. These are heavy GSM t-shirts. They've got a high tight neck, which I think is a good fit, and ultimately I wanted a t-shirt which you could wear to training but also to chill in. Like you can go to a restaurant in it, just put an overshirt on and it'll just look smart underneath. So they're drop shoulder, they cover the bicep, which is key I think. Like I say, high neck, oversized, heavy GSM. Just initially they're going to be in, this is the ivory, this isn't white, they're going to be in ivory, black and like a grey colour. And I'm really happy with how they come out. We've been talking about t-shirts for a long time and they're finally coming out, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. They'll be on the website very soon. Another thing I think that has been a long time coming is a Jimpin logbook. So I want you guys to comment below what you think the perfect logbook needs in terms of columns, rows, sections, a note section, a goals section, things like that. So comment below and we'll get that into production. That's one thing that I will use. I just use any random notebook at the minute for my logbook in, but I want to create a Jimpin logbook, which I think will do really well on the website. So comment below what you think we should include. Right guys, so thank you for tuning in to the first Building Jimpin episode on YouTube. As a bit of a bonus clip, I'm also going to just talk to you while I'm making my cream of rice. If you're going to make the perfect cream of rice, guys, if there's one thing you take away from this video, the perfect cream of rice is, repeat after me, boiling water first, okay? So these videos, I'm going to be doing them as often as I can. I'm going to be sharing, as I said to you, what we've been up to, what we've got planned, and just documenting the journey, really, because I think people will quite enjoy it. But anyway, it's nearly time to train. Boiling water first. Four parts boiling water to cream of rice. It goes lovely and fluffy. And that's the consistency. Simple as that. You don't need to stand at the microwave like that. You just do it. Beautiful. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Let us know in the comments what you want to see. I'm really interested to make content which you guys will watch. So make sure you comment below what it is you want to see from us, and we will make it happen. If you're looking for a protein, shout out to Alpha Neon. Adrian is the boy. This is just the best protein I've ever used. It really is. It blends so well. If you get any like bloating from whey isolate, you won't get any from this because it's a blended protein. So there's 4 different types of protein in it, I believe. Whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, milk protein isolate, and micellar casein protein. So it's all like different speed of releasing proteins, or digesting proteins rather. So if you need a good protein, check out Alpha Neon. And as a thank you for watching so far through the video, if you want anything off gympin.co.uk, use code YouTube for 10% off.